Hey there, fam! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Isabella Awan, and you are watching Adulting with Bella. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you, I love you. And if this is the first time of watching any of my videos, or you're just here to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and please click on the red subscribe button. Thereafter, hit on the notification bell just beside the red subscribe button so that you can be among the first to get notifications of my videos whenever I drop them. Topic for today is adulthood friendship. There are a lot of books out there that helps us have better relationships with our loved ones, better family relationships. A lot of podcasts, a lot of books, a lot of videos out there. But I honestly think that very little attention is given to friendship. However, this same friendship is like one of the most important relationships you can ever have in life, because there are researches out there that have proven that friendship has a lot of benefits. Do you know that friendship can improve your immune system and make you resistant to certain type of sicknesses and disease? Friendship also helps you to recover faster when you are sick. So this research was carried out in a situation where two people had the same type of sickness and they were given the same medication put under the same condition. However, one person had family members and friends coming with flowers, food, love cards, gisting with them at the hospital. That person was said to recover faster than the person who had nobody coming around to stay with them at the hospital. Also, friendship tends to make you live longer. What do I mean? You see people who have good friends tend to live longer because you're more healthy, you recover from sickness faster, you're happier in life, you just tend to live longer. And finally, friendship helps reduce stress. You should already know that if you go to work Mondays to Friday and you're all stressed up at work, one of the best ways to get rid of your stress is to just hang out with friends on weekends and just chill out. It helps to reduce your stress. You feel more relaxed and all. Why am I talking about friendship today? A lot of things have happened recently that has made me question the way people view friendship. One of those things is the fact that I have seen people post a lot on their WhatsApp statuses, on their Instagram statuses, even tweets about the fact that friends betray them, how bad friends are. So basically, someone just throwing tantrums of we were friends before, now you betrayed me kind of situation, or you messed up kind of situation. And I'm like, if you have issues with your friend, I don't think we should know about it. But well, that's how some people choose to fight their own battles. The second reason I decided to talk about friendship today is the fact that I finally saw The Housewife of Lagos season 1. It was a lovely show, if you ask me. I think it was a show where I learned a lot about friendship, especially the friendship dynamics between Tiana and Laura, and it really made me feel like we underrate friendship and we really need to talk about friendship the more. Finally, I think another reason I decided to start to talk about friendship today is because someone came to me and was like, "Oh, do you know this particular person?" I'm like, "Oh yes, we were classmates in the university." And this person gave me this look of, "You guys are not in good terms." I'm like, "No, we are perfectly fine. We're in good terms." Probably the person was expecting me to say, "Oh yeah, we are friends." And I'm like, I'm not saying we're not friends, but we are more of ex-classmates than friends. Like, before I give people the title of friends, I need to be certainly sure that you feel mutually the same with me. Later in this video, I will talk about how friendship can work and how we can maintain friendship. So if you want to know about that, stay to the end of this video. If you ask me what I think is the most important or solid pillar of friendship, I would say trust. Because friendship is built on trust. Friendship is built on the fact that I believe you would not do anything to hurt me. And I also believe that my secret, everything I have shared with you, would remain safe with you. And I also expect you to also trust me enough to let your guards down for me. So if you ask me what do you think is the biggest ingredient for a successful friendship, I would tell you trust. I think one of the biggest problems we have with adulthood friendship, and by the way, I actually miss childhood friendship because that was a very innocent step of friendship, a selfless step of friendship. I remember when I was in primary school, we were actually three sets of friends that were very close, and oh my god, I think thinking about it now, I feel like we did a lot of like very shitty things together. There was this particular girl that was always having issues with one person in my clique, and the three of us would gang up against this girl. Oh my god, like I'm just thinking about it and I'm like, did we really need to do that to that girl? And right now I feel like I really need to meet the other girl and like, girl, we never meant it, but you just don't come at our friends. Like we just had that rule. You don't come at any of us. Three of us will gang up against, and I'm just remembering all of that and smiling. I also remember when we used to come to school and during lunchtime we would contribute money and buy three meat pies and I think two nutrices. So we will mix the two nutrices together, or if, oh my god, we will mix the if or nutrices together and then split it between ourselves, like three of us. So you could see us comfortably eating from each other. But nowadays, even the drink you buy with your own money, somebody still come and poison it. Because the kind of things that is going on in this world, I don't know if it's the world that is getting bad or the fact that we have grown older, friendship has become more toxic. I really don't know where the problem is, but I really miss that childhood friendship where we were very innocent. And I don't know if she's gonna be watching this video, but I remember another friend that I had that was my neighbor. So she lives like there was a there was a compound between my house and her house, and when I come back from school, rather than go do my house chores, I will go to her house and we will play what? Play Monopoly, play with teddy bear until I sight my mother coming from far. I would jump out of her house and now run to the house to go and wash plates. Oh my god, she reminded me of this recently and I was just laughing my ass out. Like, why don't I just do this stuff before going to play? Like I always get into trouble because of friendship. Like I actually miss childhood friendship. It was so innocent and I really miss it. I watched a video of Shasta Nelson. She did a TED talk that talks about three requirements of friendship. And I think I'm just gonna start with that before I now build on with how to maintain and have a successful friendship. One, positivity. You need to have a positive mindset. You need to see the best coming out of your friend. You need to even believe that this person would not hurt you. Like you need to think positively about your friendship. You cannot have friendship and everything every time in your mind you're like, oh, you're so scared, you're so like not relaxed enough because you think this person might want to hurt you. This person, I think all of that ties back to trust again, if you ask me. That's why I say trust is like your biggest pillar for me. So you need to actually be positive about this friendship you have. You need to see the best in your friends, and you also believe that your friends see the best in you. The friends will always have your best interest, and you also have your friends' best interest in mind. The second one is consistency. I think consistency is something that really lacks in adulthood friendship compared to childhood friendship. Let me explain. For childhood friendship, most of our friends were either our neighbors, people who lived on the same street with us. So it was we could see them like more often, or people who went to the same high school, the same primary school with us. So we see them every day, Mondays to Friday, or people who attend the same church with us and all of that. So there was consistency. We tend to see each other a lot, we talk a lot, we do stuff together a lot. But you see this adults who you have to like put conscious effort to be consistent with your friends, because you could mistakenly go months without talking to your friends. I'm saying mistakenly because you just get busy with life, and before you know it, 1 month has passed and you haven't even picked up the phone to call your friend. So consistency is another very important requirement of your friends, of friendship. You cannot disappear for 2 months, then you now have a 2 hours call to do catch up. You cannot be playing catch up in friendship. You just need to be consistent. Call this person up, like have a routine. Call this person up at least once every week, catch up with each other, or maybe talk to this person on your way back from work every day. Teach the person about what happened at work, just know how the person is doing. You just need a form of consistency. And finally, the last pillar she talked about was vulnerability. Vulnerability is like cannot happen in friendship again without trust, because you need to be able to open up yourself to your friends. You need to be willing to let your friends open up to you. They should also feel safe that they would not get into trouble for being so open with you. I get so irritated when I see people start saying some secretive things that their friends had told them because they are having like fallout with their friends. It's not necessary. I feel like it's a very stupid thing to do. So that takes me up to how to maintain friendship and have a successful friendship. I might be looking down a lot because I have like some notes I had jotted down here. So we will just talk about it. The first ingredient of friendship is dedication of time. You need to give your friendship time. Like, you cannot be friends with someone and you're like, oh, you don't have time for that. Yes, I know there are times you might not be able to meet up things and all of that, but you have to make conscious effort to dedicate time to your friends. If you guys are in like the same location, you should do like weekend hangouts, weekend sleepovers. If you work from home, you can even go to each other's house and work from each other's home. Do you understand what I mean? You just need to make out time to spend time together, spend quality time together with your friends. The second thing is effort. You have to put effort. See, it is that's why I don't make friends anyhow. I don't know how to like call everybody my friend. See, they are friends, they are acquaintances, they are family members, they are neighbors, they are ex-classmates, they are colleagues. Like, I know how to give people their title. If I'm calling you my friend, it means I would actively make effort to make this friendship work. And I'm dedicating time to either chatting you or calling you or seeing you. That's what friendship entails. So it requires your time. Secondly, it also requires you consciously making effort. The second thing about friendship is that it has to be a mutual feeling and action. What do I mean? Both of you have to like love each other and like it. I'm going to use the word love. I'm not going to use the word like. So you have to both love each other, because friendship cannot work when it is one-sided. Like, if it is a one-sided friendship, I bet you that friendship will not last. And when it is going to break, it is really going to be disastrous. Mutual feelings that both of you love each other and care about each other. Mutual actions is that both of you are doing conscious effort to keep in touch, doing conscious effort to call each other, chat up each other. The energy like is just the same. Now that moves us to the next one. You need to get to understand each other. Friendship would not work if people don't understand each other. I have a friend which people really think we are like two sides of the coin. In fact, people refer to us as fire and ice. You know, definitely I am the fire. But yeah, they think we are two opposite people. But the way we have maintained our friendship over the years, I think we've been friends for 12, no, for 10 years plus. I remember I moved to the same high school as her in 2012, January. So we've been friends for 10 years plus now. And the way we've tried to maintain our friendship, and it is working up to today, even as two opposite people who are like in two different locations right now, is such an amazing thing that even personally I can't explain. The next thing to maintain friendship is support and encouragement. If your circle of friends are not your biggest supporters, trust me, this is not going to work. Like, one of the biggest things I have learned about friendship is when I started my YouTube channel. Like, I know those 12 set of people who are consistently watching my videos. Like, when I post videos and immediately, like within 24 hours, I always have at least a minimum of 12 views. I can tell you who these 12 people are. Like, and the people are always almost consistent. If anybody misses out, this person tries to catch up on my video like maybe 2 days later, 3 days later, trust me, this person was actually very busy and couldn't watch that video. But aside from that, friends should be supporting each other's like business. And one of those persons that most of the things I do in life are always connect and pluck from my friends, or they are either my friends that are doing it until you prove otherwise. Because sometimes I feel like there's something friendship does, like you want to do stuff for your friend, you now reduce the quality or you don't pay so much attention because I'm your friend. If you do that to me, trust me, I'm not going to use your services again. I feel like if I'm your friend, you should even pay more attention to me, because I am going to be your biggest supporter. I will shout it. Like, I will post about you. I'm going to make noise about this thing because I want your business to grow. So if I think also your friends should be your biggest encouragement. Like when you are down, your friends should be there to like make you feel uplifted, make you feel better. If you bring a business ideas, your friends should be there to blow it. I feel like if I have a friend that I bring business idea to her and she tries to belittle it or shrink it for me, I won't like you because first of all, I feel like you don't get me. I understand that sometimes we need to start small. But when you get the kind of person I am, you would know that I am not a big fan of mediocrity. Yes, if you're really my friend, you would know that I'm not a big fan of mediocrity. So you won't even think of trying to slice my idea into half. Rather, you think of multiplying it and blowing it up for me and making it bigger. So if I bring ideas to you and you try to slice it, I would be a bit worried about your perception about me, and that might make our friendship a bit shaky. You have to be an encouragement, you have to be a support system, not someone who is always waiting to hear bad news. Oh my god, I feel like at some point in my life, I had people I thought were my friends, but they were really more focused on hearing something bad happen to me. How did I know this? I would post on my status like something great has happened to me on my status, or something exciting is about to happen, and these people don't reach out to be like, oh, what's going on, what's popping, gist us now, we cannot be hearing the news now. No, they don't do that. But anytime I post something about, oh, I am down, this cannot be happening to me, you see them reach out, and in my head I was like, are you guys waiting for something bad to happen to me? Like, why do you pull that kind of behavior? You're not really interested in my happy moment, but you're really interested in my sad moment, maybe so that you will have gist to spread. Me, I don't care. Like, I give you the information I want to give you. Like, I know myself. I have a way of looking like I am telling you a lot about my life without telling you a lot about my life. It's so funny when I see friends not being a support system, not encouraging friends, but rather they even want to see their friends fail. It is so sad. Like, the next thing I want to talk about in friendship is common interests, common goals. See, you guys cannot be friends if there is nothing that brings you together. Yes, you need to think alike, or you have the same goal, or you, I don't know, but you just have to have common interests. You guys cannot be seeing life from two total perspectives and you think your friendship would work. I don't think so. I feel like you guys will end up having a lot of arguments, a lot of collision, because you never agree on stuff. It is really, really important that at least you share common interests, share common goals, or maybe you see life from the same perspective. I'm not even a big fan of people who take hook, line, and sinker of everything I say. We need to have intelligent conversations for you to even be friends with me. So I'm not saying take everything your friend says, but at least there is something that should tie you guys together. You cannot be two opposite people and you think it will work. The next thing I want to talk about is apologizing and explaining. See, let me tell you something. You could be like, oh, I don't owe you nothing. I don't do this to other people. But you see your friends, you owe them a lot. You owe turning up at their event. You owe them some explanations if you don't, and you have to apologize. You need to be willing to make friendship work. See, you're going to have agreements here and there. You're not going to be on good terms every single time, but you should be willing to sort it out. You should be willing to apologize to each other, and your method of apology should be such that suits the other person. That's why, first of all, I said you have to understand each other. What do I mean? Someone like me, I'm very big on let's sit down and talk about this thing and sort it out. There's some people that apology works for them by you telling them I'm sorry, you buy them gifts, oh, an apology gift, and they are good. There's some people that the apology is mumu girl, so you see the vex for me. Abeg come chop indomie and sardine, I don cook. Like, that's how their apology work, and it works for them. So you need to understand who you're dealing with, so that when you're apologizing and explaining yourself, you do it in a way that suits this person. The next thing I want to talk about is loyalty. Now, loyalty, I feel we need to draw the line between loyalty and prejudice. Is prejudice the word? Yeah, probably yes. Loyalty doesn't mean that my friend will be doing something wrong and I will support you. No, the fact is I'm not just going to wash your dirty linens outside. But you see me, if you think you're my friend and you want to remain my friend, when you fuck up, I will tell you you're fuck up. See, anybody who is my friend knows that about me. When you mess up, omo, outside there, my goal is going to be to get you out of that situation, to solve that situation. But when we reach out inside house, I tell you, babe, omo, you fuck up. You see that thing wey you do, e no follow. You are my friend, and I sit in the midst of another set of my friends that probably maybe don't know we are friends or something, and they talk about you. I'm sorry, two things I would do there and there. I will tell you that this thing you're complaining about this person just doesn't make sense. Secondly, that person will start hear what all of you say. I am sorry, I will do it, because that is what loyalty is. You cannot be saying shit behind some people's back, because I am not a big fan of let's talk behind people's back. If you have something to say to somebody, go to their face and say it. It is called adulthood friendship, because you're supposed to be an adult. I cannot be friends with people who I need to babysit every time. I'm sorry, like life is so stressful already, so you cannot be stressing me to be friends with you. See, there are people that is so just difficult to be friends with them, and I saw that in Tiana's Empire and Laura's friendship dynamics. Like Laura is always like, oh, I'm not feeling the energy here. Oh, I'm tired, I just want to go home. Oh, this is doing this. Oh, why didn't you tell me this person is coming? Like, do I need to babysit you? How, so that every time I'll be like, oh, are you okay? Oh, do you want anything? Are you sure you're comfortable? No, you need to be an adult. Like, I need to be able to go to the club with my friends and we separate and go dance and be like, hey, have fun. See, the only time I should babysit you is if you've had so much fun and you're high and I have to help you get home. I don't mind. This is my work, because I need to be there to give you the full gist of how many times you vomited, all the things you were saying while you were high. I need to be there to recap the story for you and make sure that you're also safe, definitely. But if it is that I need to babysit and make sure you're comfortable, like it is so, you see this issue of being an adult, it is so bad that people even do it on your big day. Like, imagine it's your wedding day and you have to be so busy in trying to check, oh, your friend, does she know the location to the place? Oh, your friend, has she, it's even on your wedding day, on your birthday. No, you have to be an adult. So please, let's be adults in this friendship. Let's learn to understand each other. Let's know that people are busy with life, that they cannot always be there for you, but they will always try to be there for you. And if they apologize and explain themselves, please understand and bear with them, because this adulthood life is really scary. And for someone like me that I spent 21 years of my life in a particular environment, and from 21 years upward, I have been in a totally new environment. I know how it feels to have to start all over, to make new friends, how it feels to feel not among. I know how it feels to feel like you're the different person, you're that person that doesn't fit into the new environment that you are. It was and it is still a struggle for me to like really make new friends in Lagos, because there are a lot of dynamics in Lagos that you have to consider when you're making friends. There are a lot of things involved in being an adult friend, because people are busy with their life and keeping up with people 247 is really not easy as adults. But I want to dedicate this video to people I call my friends. I'm not going to start listing their names on this video, but you know yourself, you always turn up for me. I always reach out to you in my vulnerable time when I feel so down and I feel like I am not enough. You know, when that imposter syndrome starts setting, I reach out to you and I'm comfortable in it. You know all the deepest shit about me, things that a lot of people would never know about me. I feel comfortable to tell you, and the fact that I really believe that I can always run to you for help and I can always get help. If you know you're one of those people that if I need to where I can do a particular thing, I reach out to you first, just know that I consider you as a friend. I love you and thank you for always sticking with me. Thank you for those of you that have been turning up for my YouTube channel. I even know some people that have been posting my YouTube channel link on their status. I love you and may God in His infinite mercy bless you abundantly. Thank you very much and I see you next time on Adulting with Bella. Bye for now.